and thank you for joining us for media availability ahead of our match against Orlando City SC. We have head coach Frank Klopas joining us, and we'll have midfielder Fabian Havers joining us shortly. Good afternoon, Coach.
Hi.
As a reminder, please raise your hand if you have a question, and we'll toss to you when it's your turn. So we will start with Joe Schatz.
Hi, thank you so much, Jessica. Thanks, Coach, as always, for taking the time. Hope everything's been going well this week. Initially, I'm curious, what's the update on Marin Haile Selassie going forward after missing last week? And then an update, if you would, on when Carlos Terán and Xherdan Shaqiri might be able to play more than those bench roles they had over the weekend. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think all the players are available. I think you saw Carlos coming in the last game also with Shaq. I think with Shaq, it was just, let's not forget that the guy hasn't had a break since from last year with the World Cup and everything. And when we had that 3-day break, he had to travel and played in those 2 games with the national team. So, that's always in the back of our mind, making sure that he's able to recover, but he's ready to go. I think Carlos is just an injury situation. Him recovering, he's been training. He got minutes in Kansas City, and another week of training, it's going to help him even a lot more. Same with Marin. He had limited time. It's just a matter of getting them sharper and the ability to train, which they have been on every day now here on the pitch with the team. So they all look good and they're ready to go.
Thank you. And then in terms of approaching this match against Orlando, a team that the Fire have struggled to score against in the past few years, the last couple games, it's been goals, opportunistic goals right in front of net. What has been stressed in terms of, creating options from both, midfield opportunities, guys stretching up the field, but also setting up things for your strikers? Because it's been, the midfielders the last couple of weeks, Fabi really coming to score the goals.
Yeah, but Fabi's been a winger in that game. He's been playing as a 7 and 11 out wide. And if you see all our goals, our build-up starts from really deep. And the Portland goal that we scored starts from a build-up from a goal kick. And we built out, we switched the point of attack. We had great progression in the final third, and then we scored the goal. The Kansas City, the goal is the same thing. It's a throw-in. Guti makes a great turn. He attacks the back line. Good overlap and run. And Fabi, as a winger, is supposed to be there following up the play. We have numbers in the box. We do a lot of stuff in our build-up, and the idea is, how to break teams down, and then the movements that we need in the box. We work always with our principles, and then obviously, we look at the opposition and in ways that we can attack them, and that's what we focus on. And then the important thing is just get numbers in the box wherever we are. We at least need 3 guys always in the box. We need to push up. We need to be compact always for second balls, and we've created a lot of chances. I think at the end of the day, we should have scored more goals, but we've gotten in good spots. Our ball movement at moments has been extremely well. Our positioning has been excellent, and it's just a matter of now just, delivering more quality opportunities. We've gotten into good spots, and it's just some of those opportunities going in. I think they're not all going to go in, but at least we get there and we're taking our chances, and then the ball's going our way right now, which is a great thing. But we're putting ourselves in good spots.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Next, we'll toss it over to Hernan Espinoza. Hernan, if you have a question.
Yes, Frank, good afternoon. Chris Brady say that the 2 weeks that he have without soccer helped the team to become better and prepare better in the field and training. I want to know your opinions about it. Is that a plus for the team because you make 6 points in 2 games? And now, how is the feeling in the locker room?
The feeling is great, Hernan, when you're winning. You know that. So, but we cannot rest there. I think that there's a lot of games left to be played, and we got to stay humble and continue to work hard. And I think that's what we focus on. I think I talked about the importance of the break. You know, the amount of games that we had, 10 games in 33 days, was difficult to really to do stuff on the field. So the break came in a good moment for us, even though we had that tough loss against Columbus. We had 3 days off, and then we got back to work. So it was a good opportunity to work on some things that we saw over the past 10 games. And I thought the attitude of the players was fantastic. They came in and worked extremely hard and prepared in the right way. And like I've always said, I think the preparation is what gives the players confidence and leaves no doubt when you step on the field. And the guys have come back in second half of the season, really two difficult places, and we played extremely well. And 6 points has been massive. So obviously, you know, it's a good feeling within the group, but we know things can change very quickly in this league. There's so much parity, and every game, anything can happen. So, you know, it's just about we focus on the things we can control: preparation, good game plan, making sure now in the summertime where it gets hot and humid here that the guys are really taking care of themselves. Not here on the field. You know, they're here for 3 or 4 or 5 hours. It's what you do after that they're disciplined and, you know, they're resting, they're eating right, and they're sleeping, because that's the most important thing for recovery and also to get the most of what we've done in the week. So that's been very good attitude, good mentality, and we look forward to the match on Saturday. It's going to be a difficult one, and but it's all in the preparation.
Thanks, Coach. We'll next go to Miguel from ChicagoFireFC.com.
Hey, Frank, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, you got 2 results on the road, and I'm wondering how can the team prepare to use the momentum in the last 2 results for another away trip in Orlando?
Yeah, I just think that I think that gives a team confidence knowing that you can go on the road and perform well. And then obviously, the second game in Kansas City, getting a clean sheet was very important from a mentality where we really were disciplined all the way till the end, and we didn't give anything away, and then found ways really to be dangerous. So I think it's just about confidence and belief within the group, and that's always important, knowing that you can go in difficult places and get results. That's going to help, but I just always stress that we got to be even keel and really continue to focus on the preparation and work hard, which will give us the confidence and continue to grow and get better within every match. So I think it's a confidence boost for sure. Anytime you go on the road and you win back-to-back games, it's huge for the team and for the mentality of the guys.
And what are your thoughts on Fabian Herbers? He was put in the team of the week last week. What has he been able to do for the team, being a versatile player, just being an example of the young players on the team?
I think just what we expect from him. I think that he's a little bit different than, say, Martin, but I'm just saying I think it's just different characteristics when with every player. I think Fabi's he's someone that's always looking to get behind the back line. I think that's one of his qualities that we need and we really stress. But then always to put himself in good spots. I think he made great diagonal runs on the weak side and always hard to track for defenders and I think it's just someone that he always helps the team. He always there's always a positive with Fabi. Just his mentality, his attitude has always been great. And when certain things don't work in his game, then he always finds ways where there's a plus and where it's beneficial to the team and to the club overall.
Thank you.
Awesome. We'll toss it back over to Joe.
Thanks again. And Coach, with Kai Kamara being named to the MLS All-Star team as a commissioner's pick, I'm curious your thoughts on Kai as a player in person, having worked with him for half the year. He talked about when he first arrived that it was Ezra who really kind of pushed for him to come in, at least from his perspective. So I'm curious, as someone who's been able to watch this firsthand, what you've seen and what his place is really in MLS history.
Yeah, I just think it just shows you the respect that he has, someone that has been around the league for a very long time, his ability to perform at a high level, even with his age being 38. But, he's been playing all those years for a reason. I think you're blessed with certain qualities and characteristics, but then I think that you need to be a good pro to prolong your career as long as he has, and to be able to to still perform at a really high level. So it's just a huge plus to him and his professionalism, the way he approaches his work every day, and he gives 100%. He loves the game. He enjoys playing. I think that's always a huge plus. He has a passion and a love for the sport, and that shows when he steps on the field. And really a really good guy in the locker room with the players. So it's been a really good pleasure to work with him. He's one goal away from tying Landon Donovan, for second in the history of the league, and it's just as a great accomplishment to be up there and to be mentioned with some of those players there. So great stuff on Kai's part. He's earned everything that, and he deserves his recognition because he's earned it.
Thank you.
And final question for Coach will go back to Hernan.
Yes, my question is about the chemistry. In the last 3 games, at least, you have put Alonso Aceves and Jairo Torres to start the game. And also the good chemistry you have with Federico Navarro and Gaston Jimenez in the midfield. It looks like it's working out for you. How these players, the Mexican players, are becoming fit into the team plans?
Yeah, Hernan, sometimes I think it's all about competition, and we want to bring, competition in every spot on the field. And, Alonso, sometimes there's, Miguel was away with the national team, and then he came back. So it's an opportunity that for Alonso to step in, and he did a great job, with his minutes, I think the importance with those guys is just, making sure that they train really hard, and when the opportunity comes, they take advantage of it, and they did. With Jairo, it's just a matter of him. We talked about it before, Hernan. It's a situation of him staying healthy and continue to train and get games, and he's grown within every game. But we still have to manage and be careful with the overloading him, because when you miss a certain amount of time and you come back and you play a lot of games, we still have to manage him and be careful. But I think all those players worked extremely hard on the training pitch, and when the opportunity came, they performed really well within every game, better and better. And with Fede and Gaston, the partnership it's great. And with Fede, you know what you're going to get from him every game. He's going to leave everything on the field, 100% commitment in every play, intensity, energy, and he will do whatever it takes for the team to get a result. So it's been great to watch all those guys, but as a team collectively, we've been playing better and better on every phase of the game.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Coach.
Okay, guys, have a great day. Thank you.